We're going to discuss today good child, bad child. What makes a child good and what makes a child bad. And what happens to a child when they start to identify with being a good child or a bad child. Now, it's quite common for me when I'm working with clients to find this kind of trauma in their belief structures and what makes them who they are. And I often have to release from them beliefs of it's good to be a good girl, it's good to be a bad girl. It's bad to be a good girl, it's good to be a good girl. It's confusing in their energetics because it's the same stream of energy, it's the same process of energy, same strand of energy, I should say. And in that strand, they've got a positive and negative belief running through the strand. So it's good to be bad and it's bad to be good. This is because as a child, children are completely literate. They don't see things from outside points of views as adults do. They don't understand sarcasm, they don't understand subtlety. They see everything literally. They're just literal. So when you say to a child, good boy, well done, good boy, you're a good boy, you're a good boy, you're a good boy, you're a good boy, when they're only a good boy when they're told they're a good boy, then the rest of the time, are they a bad boy or a bad child? So you got to be careful with understanding that the good and bad in life can be put into a child's belief structures by simply constantly saying good child when that child does something that suits your behavior, that suits your needs, but then not saying to the child or re-educating the child when things are happening that aren't to your needs or to what society needs or what you want to raise your children for. So you're always giving a good quality to certain things but never acknowledging the bad. So the child starts to believe they're the bad child. They may not have been told they're the bad child, but they don't know they're the good child because they're always being told they're good at certain times. So a child can feel good for being bad. So a child hits their sibling and feels good from it because the parent pays attention. It may be negative attention, okay, and they're being put down, they're being wronged, but it's good to be wronged because it's good to be bad. It's great to be bad because mum is actually paying me attention. Dad is actually connecting with me, even though it's violent. So I don't believe in good and bad in life at all. I believe in easy and difficult learning experiences. And so I work from a learning point of view. So when I'm educating my children or I'm working with clients, I'm working on the good child, bad child. I'm looking at what can we learn from this? What is the learning process of this? If the child is learning a difficult lesson, it may feel bad. If a child is learning a good lesson, an easy lesson, it may feel good. If a child is being challenging, you say that child is a bad child because they're being challenging, because they don't understand what you're putting across. Is that child bad for not understanding adult concepts? And can you wrong a child for not understanding something the first time you say it? Because a child's brain cannot conceive the way an adult brain can conceive. You know, we expect them to understand what we understand, but their brain can't do that. And therefore they become the challenging child, which is the bad child. So now we have a child that believes they're bad because they're just a child. You know, and then they do something good. And you say, good boy, good girl, good child. And, oh, that's going to get me good attention. So they start to do that thing over and over again, even if they don't like that, even if they don't want to do that. How many people come to me who feel responsible for their whole family so they could be the good girl? Okay, because if they're not being responsible for not making everybody else happy, they're the bad child. You know, all about the point of view of the parent. And I wonder when the parent's going to start going, what's happening for my child? What's going on underneath that for my child, for them to feel good? Why is my child always doing good things, always behaving well? You know, why aren't they challenging me? Your child should challenge you. Your child should come up with challenging things. They are children. They don't know everything. They can't be the good child all the time. So when you have a good child and a bad child, you know, situation, there's something wrong. The child shouldn't be good or bad. They just should be the child. They should simply just be a child, experiencing things. And when things are challenging, you work with them through the process. You see it from their point of view. You don't just wrong the child for not behaving that way. You have to see it from their point of view, understand why it's challenging. because it's real for them. And they're taking it literate. If you say, that's bad, they believe they are the bad thing. If you say, good child, they believe, when I do that, I'm good. So I'm going to keep on doing that good thing because only good children are good people. Only good children make parents happy. So is there a good child and a bad child? No. There's only parents who are not conceiving how they're affecting their children. Because children can't be bad. Bad is learned behavior. Bad is fed into the child. The child is told they're bad and it's good to be bad because they get attention. There are no good children or bad children. We need to start learning how to talk to our children and understand our children from a point of view of the child. This way we raise steady, stable children. Thank you.